and history. I can't wait to get over and see that. I hate to say it, but I frankly believe they're maybe just a mite ahead of Dallas in the area of museums and museum display.
Well, I hate to say it, but I haven't been there. I've been to the Dallas Museum, but I haven't been over to Fort Worth.
Oh, you want to do a commentary, Jack? No, we better get on with the weather. Listen, anybody who's got a lawn or has been trying to grow something knows it's dry.
I know it especially. I think we may help it out a little bit tonight or tomorrow morning, but I'm afraid lawns are almost gone now for the season. I don't think we're going to save them. I know I'm not going to save mine.
All right, predict some wet, will you?
The weather is brought to you this evening by Continental Trailways, and as we did say, there is some shower activity heading in our direction. In a few minutes, we'll take a look at it on the Channel 8 Super Radar. It shows up quite well. On the 5-state map, we can get a better look at what's causing it. The frontal system now extends just to the east of Gage. It's still to the northwest of Hobart, northwest of Childress. South of Lubbock now, and it's just gone by Midland, and extends on down into Big Bend country. Thunder showers are in advance of it, in some cases quite a ways in advance of it. Moderate, in some cases heavy. Tornado was reported 8 miles southwest of Wichita Falls Airport at about 2:50 this afternoon. This, of course, prompted tornado warnings. They have since been canceled because the tornado evidently dissipated. While we're looking at this activity, let's get a better look at it on the Channel 8 Super Radar. We're on the 250-mile range, and these show up so well I probably wouldn't have even had to outline them. But it's an area which we could almost call a line that extends east of Lawton to the west of Ardmore, and then to the east of Wichita Falls. It's already passed over Wichita Falls, near Bowie, and then extending southward or southwestward near Breckenridge into the Abilene area, and then some few showers just showing up to the north of San Angelo. We might also notice there's a shower showing just to the north of Childress, and there's also one showing to the northwest of Paris. Most of this activity is moving towards the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now, earlier it had been moving about 15 miles per hour. Other shower activity is showing up through the central portions of Arkansas, covering just about all of Louisiana except the extreme northwest portion, and then they extend on down along our Gulf Coast. Some of these, again, are strong, particularly in Jefferson County. They have issued severe thunderstorm warnings. Temperatures today quite variable. The 71 showing at Wichita Falls isn't really representative because it's caused by the rain. Earlier they were up into the 90s. 74 at Amarillo, though, does show the cool air, and 83 at Lubbock. Otherwise, we get into the 90s as we go farther south. In Dallas today, the high was 95, and in Fort Worth, the high was 96. Before we go on to the national map, let's take a look at the satellite picture. We've got a pretty nice picture of the frontal system, plus another neuter cane. This neuter cane is Neuter Cane Charlie. It's about 850 miles east of Boston, or 425 miles southeast of Newfoundland. A neuter cane, as you may recall, is not quite as big as a hurricane, and it doesn't contain all the properties. It's somewhere in between a hurricane and a frontal low-pressure system, and it couldn't develop into either one of them. The other activity now, we can see cloudiness extending on over into the central east coast, and this is a result of a frontal system that extends on out into the Atlantic. The frontal system that we're looking at on our map shows up quite well. It extends from northwestern Wisconsin all the way down to the Panhandle, and we can see the cloudiness going all the way on up into the upper Midwest. Now we can go into the national map, since we've seen what the big eye shows, and see what all the lines and squiggles show. The frontal system, as we said, extends from northwest Wisconsin. It showed real well on the satellite down into the Panhandle area. Cool air is coming in behind the frontal system, quite cool. Temperatures running in the 60s and 70s in the cool air, and 55 showing at Great Falls for mid-afternoon temperatures. But as it heads south, it's hitting this warm, moist air that's flowing so fast to the north, kicking off the thunder shower activity along the frontal system, and as we said, in some cases in their own area, way out in advance. The moist air is also causing widely scattered shower activity along the Gulf Coast and into Florida, and we can see a little bit of this light rain showing in North Carolina from the cloudiness that was along the mid-Atlantic coast. Up in the Rocky Mountain area, there's a mixture of light snow and rain in Montana, and 3 inches of new snow fell at Stampede Pass in Washington. Now tomorrow we're going to see this low-pressure system move quite rapidly to the east, the frontal system extending down through northwestern Ohio, through western Tennessee, and down into the Gulf coastal area of Texas. The thunder shower activity will be mostly to the south of us, covering South Texas, and it'll show up again to the upper Great Lakes area, and the stuff in the Pacific Northwest will continue with some thunder shower activity developing out in advance of a frontal system. In just a moment, we'll take a look at the forecast, but first let's pause for these words from Continental Trailways.